Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and oh my lord, this was an ass whooping. We're here to talk about the second NFL Divisional round game here, and Seattle Seahawks destroy the San Francisco 49ers, 41-6 reaction. Kind of expected Seattle to win this game, obviously, but I didn't think it would be this bad of 35 points. This was just an ass whooping from start to finish. I mean, you figured the injuries were going to catch up with San Francisco, and they did. Seattle's defense, though, was phenomenal. Sam Darnold really didn't have to do much. Like, he threw that one touchdown, but he didn't really have to do anything because their defense was dominant. They ran the football really well. And you kind of got vibes this was going to happen. A blowout, especially after Rashid Shaheed returned that kick, and then San Francisco fails that 4th and 1, a terrible play, and just nothing went right for San Francisco. I guess the good news for the 49ers is they don't really lose anyone in free agency this year, and the injuries from this season allowed a lot of depth players to get experience for 2026, but Rashid Shaheed got things going with the opening kickoff return, and the worst feeling in sports is when you're getting your butt kicked and there's nothing you can do about it. There was just nothing San Francisco could do about it. Seahawks just dominated from start to finish. And what a job Mike McDonald, or what's the fuck his name? McDonald's has done with Seattle, man. That defense. Defense has been good, especially even like Tariq Woolen, who was trash in the first half of the season. And the second half of the season, he's become really, really good. Kenneth Walker's been heating up. That run game's been a lot better. The last couple weeks heading into the playoffs has been a lot better. Like Kenneth Walker had a 3 touchdown game on 6 yards per carry. Cooper Kupp had 60 yards receiving. This was just a phenomenal game for Seattle start to finish. The game sucked, obviously, because it was a blowout. But if there was likely one to be a blowout, it was going to be this one. And the 49ers in the last 2 matchups against the Seahawks haven't scored any touchdowns. They've just been dominating. The 49ers are the 19th team in the Super Bowl ever to lose a playoff game by 35 plus points. So yeah, it's just Seahawks dominated from start to finish. Really not too much of a surprise here, obviously. Like, the Seahawks are just that damn good. And 49ers just weren't going to have enough. Like, losing George Kittle hurt, and just all the defensive guys they've lost throughout the season. And the defense, 49ers defense was going to obviously implode. And the offense, just not much there. With Seattle's defense, how good they are, and how Mike McDaniel's scheme, this game just turned to a massacre. And Seattle will be rewarded its first trip to the NFC Championship game since 2015. Where they'll face the winner of the Rams-Bears game tomorrow. Sam Darnold was actually questionable entering the game with an oblique injury sustained in practice week, but he ended up playing. He didn't have to do much because Seattle defense dominated the Niners as much as we've seen in the Kyle Shanahan era, while their run game posted 175 yards and 3 touchdowns, so Sam Darnold didn't have to do much. Kenneth Walker had 116 rush yards and 3 touchdowns on 19 carries. By the end of the first quarter, it was 17-0. By halftime, it was 24-6. By the end of the third quarter, it was 34-6. Darnold was out of the game early in the fourth. The Niners pulled Brock Purdy for Mac Jones to drive later. The Seahawks only outgained the Seahawks 281-236. The real damage was the turnovers, as San Francisco lost 2 fumbles, 3 interceptions, went over 3 on 4th down attempts. The Niners didn't punt until the final 5 minutes of the game, which is usually a sign of utter dominance. In this case, it was because of a disaster after disaster. The offense was already limited with the loss of George Kittle with the Achilles tear, and further felt the pain when McCaffrey suffered like a shoulder stinger. And he kept playing, but the game was too far out of hand to move the needle. Jake Tongas gets hurt. So the end result of this game was the Seahawks sent them to the conference championship, but the message was that they're capable of so much more. Like, Sam Darnold didn't have to do much in the passing game. So I'm not going to make this too long of a recap because it was a blowout. But the Seahawks are just so impressive, man. Like, this team is legit. Like, their defense has played a phenomenal level all season. Like, their offense is like good as well. You have other guys like Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith. And Rashid Shaheed can be a threat in the return game. Like, this is just such a perfect team. But let's go over the stat sheet. I'm not going to make a super long recap. Like I say, 41-6 your final score. I don't want to have a super long, like, 10-plus minute recap. Kind of felt this coming, and with San Francisco's injuries, and they would hurt them at some point, hurt them here. But let's go over the stat sheet. Seattle improves to 15-3, 7-2 at home advanced to the NFC Conference Championship. They scored 41 points. 17 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 10 in the third quarter, and 7 in the fourth quarter. For San Francisco, they end their year 13-6, a 7-3 away record. They scored 0 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter with 2 field goals, 0 in the third quarter, and 0 in the fourth quarter. Stat sheet: Sam Darnold 12-17, 124, 1 touchdown. Kenneth Walker 19 runs, 116, 3 touchdowns. Charbonnet 5 for 20. Cooper Kupp 5 catches, 60 yards. Kenneth Walker 3 catches, 29 yards. Jackson Smith 3 catches, 19 yards and a touchdown. Bobo 1 catch, 16 yards. They had 2 fumble recoveries. Their defense had 2 sacks, 4 TFLs, 1 interception by Ernest Jones. Jason Myers 2 for 2 on field goals. Purdy 15-27, 140 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. McCaffrey had 11 runs, 35 yards. Purdy 5 for 37. Jordan James 6 for 28. Jake Tongas 5 catches, 59 yards. McCaffrey 5 catches, 39 yards. Jawan Jennings 2 catches, 23 yards. And Kuzchak 1 catch, 11 yards. The 49ers had 3 fumbles. They lost 2 of them. Defensively, they had 2 sacks, 6 TFLs. Eddie Pinheiro 2 for 2 on field goals. Let's go over the team stats and we'll call it a video. Call it a night. Busy day of sportsman, my 8th and final video. Seattle at 19 first downs, 4 of 10 on third down, 0 for 0 on fourth down, 52 total plays, 281 total yards, 5 yards per play, 5 yards a pass, 175 rushing yards on 33 attempts, 5 for carry, 4 for 6 in the red zone, 2 penalties for 5 yards. They had 1 special teams touchdown. They didn't turn the ball over. 31 minutes time possession. San Francisco 15 first down, 6 of 12 on third down, 0 for 3 on fourth down, 60 total plays, 236 total yards, 3.9 yards per play, 3 yards per pass, 108 rushing yards on 27 attempts, 4 carry, didn't have any red zone tries, 3 penalties for 36 yards, had 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles and interception, 20 minutes of time of possession. That's all to say for this game, man. 41-6 your final score. Until next time, Alkalite, peace. Leave a like, subscribe for more on that. Chill, and I'll see you tomorrow.